Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I'm NURUL BINTI MOHAMAD. I'd like to provide some information on background of Shell that we previously interviewed in our playlist. Shell have contributed to the development of Malaysia oil and gas industry for 125 years, starting with modest beginning in year 1891. As Marcus Samuel and Company, Shell began operating in Malaysia by establishing oil storage facilities at various straits settlement ports. For information, Shell found the first oil well in Malaysia on Canada Hill in Miri, Sarawak. Shell in Perlis is also one of Shell company that still has a significant and multifaceted presence in Malaysia through its investment, innovation and contribution to country communities. As much as Shell helped Malaysia's energy sector develop, Malaysia has also had a big impact on the company's development. Shell path with country is linked. Their company's philosophy is safety and social responsibility, and Shell Malaysia employs an average of 86,000 people and has operation in more than 70 countries. Their goal is to maintain their leadership positions. Shell Arau is one of Malaysia branches of Shell that we visit. This Shell is located in Lot 902 MK Arau, Arau Perlis. The company operates from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. every day. This petrol pump came with a variety of unleaded and diesel products including Shell V-Power 97 and Shell Fuel Safe 95. Shop Select is available on site. This following location has a wide range of service including shop and toilets. For Shell operation around the world, the service center offers standardized business support and service. This include contract and procurement, HR service, IT and finance operations. For your information, thousands of people are employed by Shell, one of the largest employer in Malaysia, in their upstream, midstream and downstream sector as well as in their service and support positions. The operation of Shell Upstream International are focused on the effective exploration and exploitation of crude oil and natural gas offshore Sarawak and Sabah. Additionally, Upstream International transform natural gas into liquid hydrocarbon product and sell those goods internationally. On the other side, their primary activity in their downstream operation is the production, marketing and distribution of oil product, specifically different grade of fuel, lubricant and bitumens. As you were previously informed, since Shell in Malaysia employ more than 86,000 people, Malaysia is home to the second largest Shell business service center in the group after Manila. The process of recruitment and selection is when a job need is found. According to our field trip to local branch in Arau Perlis, they apply same strategy as a headquarter in their recruitment and selection process. It emphasizes the demand placed on both employee and the position. Choosing the candidate who is most suited for the position after advertising the opening, which is management's main objective. In order to achieve the strategic goal and objective of the employer, is to make the maximum use of employees trained. When selecting candidate for a position, the recruitment and selection processes must be taken into consideration because the employees have a direct impact on an organization's success. Shell has two different ways for recruiting and selecting employees, including hiring both new graduates and students as well as experienced professionals. There is family-friendly employment available as well as hiring in both technical and non-technical fields. The recruitment process consists of 4 stages, the first of which requires of applicant to browse the company website and choose the position they are interested in. They can sign up for Shell Talent Community to receive update on opportunity in their chosen profession in their specific position is not posted. Recruiter will get in touch with applicant if there are any open position that are good fit for them. For the second stage, the applicant must satisfy the qualification, the location, the employment type, the KSAOS, and the support the role expectation in order to apply for the positions. Additionally, they must register on Shell website. When applying for a job, the applicant must submit their resume or use their profile. The applicant must also list their education, relevant work experience, and skills. The applicant can also track an online application. They can check their status anytime. Third stage is when the applicant is approved, Shell recruiter arrange a telephone interview. which typically occur 2 weeks after the application submission. The applicant has opportunity to ask questions during the interview regarding the position and the workplace culture. One of Shell's strengths is the ability to do phone interview because it is more convenient for both company and applicants. Additionally, it saves time while on the company's property and when setting up a particular space, while a phone call enables both parties to remain in the same location and conduct the interview in their comfort zones. The applicant must complete an assessment after the phone interview, which is the last stage. It takes place within 3 weeks after, as stated by Shell. The applicant is not among the location of the assessor. Shell will arrange a virtual interview. Additionally, it is stated that the recruitment is determined by a presentation evaluating their competencies, a professional interview, or even a behavioral structure interview. It may occasionally involve a scenario-based exercise which lasts about 4 hours. The applicant is then given the opportunity to ask further about reward and bonuses. Within a few days, the applicant is informed by the interviewer. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am NURUL binti Raja ALIAS. Now I will continue to staffing models. Shell Strategic Human Resource Management aims to improve organizational flexibility, gain a competitive advantage, and foster innovation. The company philosophy is to use statements to articulate business values and culture. Human resource strategies at Shell are linked to their goals and objectives. The main purpose of human resource management is to empower employees to make decisions about their future. Strategic human resource management is handled in which individuals are selected into who completed the task and competitive advantage. It reflects the fundamental set of practice that contribute to improve the organization performance. In compliance, the staffing management model is on commitment. Shell human resource teams develop effective strategies for success. The models have evolved to the point where it is no longer dependent on recruitment and training. It includes 5 impacts to companies which are in human resource management practice: human resource outcomes, behavioral outcomes, performance outcomes, and financial outcomes. Human resource management practice consists of hiring, training, appraisal, compensation, and relation, while human resource outcomes include commitment, quality, and flexibility. For behavioral outcomes, it includes motivation, cooperation, organizational, and citizenship. Next, performance outcomes, which are positive productivity, innovation, quality, negative, low productivity, absenteeism, and turnover. The last one is financial outcomes, which is profit. It is also made up of 4 major parts, which are agility, strategic integration, commitment at the highest level, and quality. For agility, it provides employees with enough flexibility to maintain a healthy life balance and positive culture that motivates employees. Next, strategic integration. Strike a balance between human resource management and Shell's business strategy. Commitment at the highest level means the employees are deeply committed to the company's success. Employees work together and are successful, also dedicated to each other with collaboration, shared values, and mutual respect. The last one is quality, which employees take qualitative actions that impact their productivity and benefits customers. Next, human resource planning. Human resources are the people of a company or organization that are considered to be important asset in terms of skills and abilities. It is the department that deals with recruitment, management, and training of staff. Human resource planning is to make sure that each of the goals and objectives of the company are accomplished by the time being. The human resource planning also needed to ensure that an organization is in excellent condition and to keep the organization stable and well organized. Useful examples for human resource work in a company include employee selection, training, compensation, benefits, leadership, motivation, surveys, evaluation, and anything related to people at work. Shell uses human resource for their workforce planning. It is claimed to be a diverse discipline that provides support for management changes. This provides team development programs such as workforce planning, projects promoting diversity and inclusion across the Shell community. The Human Resource Department offers continuous training and access to a network of professionals. It also states that candidates will have an instinct to push the boundaries of thinking and deal with complex business problems, suggesting that employees should have a logical approach and direct situational approach to an unexpected event. Employees have access to real projects that impact the way the Shell Human Resource team works. It also impacts the company as a whole and provides Shell with professional excellence. Shell is a well-known company that offers a variety of jobs. So, with that, Shell Human Resource developed various strategies to ensure that the company remains relevant in the eyes of consumers. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, HAZWANI.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is HAZWANI IBRAHIM. Now I will explain about job analysis in Shell. In order to generate an accurate job description, the process of conducting a job analysis involves systematic way gathering all of the relevant data regarding to a particular job, such as the required skills, roles, and responsibilities, as well as the processes involved. The employer can benefit from conducting a job analysis in a number of ways, including recruitment and selection, performance management, choosing compensation, and benefits. Firstly, job analysis at Shell helps employees rethink their work processes in order to meet the goal of the organization, which is to produce and distribute a variety of products to a wide range of customers in order to make a profit. This is accomplished through the meeting the organization's objective. Other than that, it also assists Shell in the selection process both internally and externally. Through the use of job analysis, Shell is able to select the most qualified individual who is suitable for the position in order to achieve the organization's goal. In addition to this, it can assist Shell in determining whether or not the employee requires additional training and development. Last but not least is performance appraisal. An employee's work and behavior are evaluated in the context of the Shell company during a performance appraisal for the purpose of providing feedback. This is accomplished by providing the employee with feedback on areas in which they can improve their performance. Next is about job analysis method. In order to accomplish the organization's goal and also to monitor the progression of the company and its employees, Shell combines several methods of job analysis. This allows Shell to track both the progress of the company and its employees. There are 4 methods of job analysis used by Shell company. First and foremost, the ONET method. The ONET is a method of job analysis that is used in the Shell company. This method takes into consideration the physical requirements of their workers, the educational backgrounds of their workers, and the question of whether or not the workers are mental sane. The second one is the method of the questionnaire. Shell company also employs this method, which consists of informing respondents of a research or survey in order to extract specific information from them. This is done in order to make the data comparable, as well as to enable Shell company to analyze the data and minimize bias when formulating questions to be asked. Next is the Flashman job analysis system. This method of analysis is used by Shell company to determine an employee's perceptual ability to perform their job, as well as an employee's reaction to time and speed, and an employee's ability to endure with their work. Lastly, functional job analysis method. When using this method, the company Shell assigns score to their staff members based on their basis of their relatedness to data, taking into account how well they perform with incumbents. This is typically done in a panel setting in the Shell company. Next, I'll pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, HAZWANI. So
So here, I will continue for the selection process. Before that, I will explain to you what is the selection process. The selection process is a process of choosing the best applicant with the required skill and competencies to fill a position in a company is referred to as the selection process. The choosing procedure is a lengthy and intricate one. There are various steps before the choice is made. Depending on each industry requirement, the process for choosing people may differ. Each of their organization design its hiring process with the necessity for job opening and the urgency of hiring in mind. So, Shell also has a mechanism for choosing people to fill open position within the organization. The HR analyst will choose qualified candidate for the position in the first step and present them to the management group and line manager. Then the HR analyst will then draft a schedule of interview and submit it for management approval. The HR analyst will call and email the candidate to confirm the interview time. Once management has given the go-ahead, structure interview question will be given to each applicant that show up for the interview session. Each candidate will receive structure interview question from the HR analyst. The management team and HR analysts are in charge of recording every interview details. The HR analyst will then tell the applicant of their choice to accept or reject their application. Once all the questions have been satisfactorily addressed by each applicant, the HR analyst meet with the management team to go over the metric evaluation of each applicant. Salary package for HR analyst and consultant will be created. The HR analyst will then get in touch with the candidate to let them know about the decision and the compensation terms. If they are turned down, they will pick the second best choice according to the metric evaluation. The candidate must sign a contract and provide a required paperwork. The candidate is chosen based on merit, and after completing a standard test, the candidate will be hired by the business administration department, which will also given them start date. Lastly, new applicant will receive office equipment and IT equipment from the business reception department. Next, I will pass to Umi Nur Zahirah.
After going through all the process, it is the time for a final match on this recruitment process. Candidates will be invited to a meeting with the business manager to assess compatibility after the selection process. During this interview, it will be determined whether the applicant is suitable fit for the position for which they apply. If so, they will get a formal letter informing them if they were chosen for the position. Before receiving an employment offer, the ultimate hiring decision and the selection process should be documented either through written or verbal. Comparison of applicants made and note after an offer are typically not admissible in support of the final decision in the case of a complaint or other action arising from the hiring process. Now, we are moving on to some suggestions for improving the selection and recruitment process in Shell. Simplifying the recruitment process is one of the suggestions. As we all know that Shell apply many stages in their recruitment process to hire people. Using so many stages within the recruitment process may put off many people from applying to the job, as it could take a large amount of time and it also costly for the candidates to acquire for the job position. Compressing the process stage to make the recruitment process shorter is the best solution. Next is conduct a face-to-face interview at least once a time among the recruitment process. Shell apply a virtual interview in their recruitment process. Virtual recruitment or telephone interview may be inconvenient to the applicant, and they may be internet connection problem, or the applicant may not even have the access to the internet. Face-to-face interview make them able to meet the candidate in person. Using face-to-face also make the recruiter and the applicant become closer and comfortable to communicate to each other. Reduce spending on advertising is the last recommendation to improve Shell recruitment and selection process. Shell use third-party agencies such as LinkedIn.com to advertise their company's job vacancy.
Shell provides too much information on the job advert which tell too much to the applicant, whereas they will just ignore some requirements as there is too much to read. In addition, the third-party job agencies do not provide enough information related to the vacancy.
In conclusion, the Shell firm will choose applicant to fill open position in the organization based on the candidate ability to do the job, their relationship with their employer, and how well they fit in. 4 criteria will be used to evaluate technical graduate, while the first 3 factors will be used to evaluate commercial graduate. In this situation, the Shell does analysis to identify intellectual candidate capable of doing any task promptly and effectively. Shell also wants to identify the problem and implement the offer solution. In addition, Shell wish to assess each candidate ability to draw valid conclusion or complete data related tasks. Shell also look at danger involving employees. Shell search for candidate who satisfy the KPIs necessary for the organization in order to boost performance. Talent applicant will raise the organization performance. That's all from us. Thank you.